Welcome ESL to week 3 in the Lotus series. We are at Iowa Speedway as drivers are getting ready to do their qualifying run. Here is last week's winner, Trunyan. What type of lap can he put together his first time around? And it is Stefan Forge on top of the leaderboard. Will that time hold? 19 seconds. And it's the number 13, Chris CJQ, on the pole at Iowa Speedway. In second, T the Queen. Third, Trey. Fourth, Stefan. Fifth, Kobe Pierce. Sixth, Chris Weber. Seventh, Freddie Trammell. Eighth, Bell. Ninth, Chris Lee. And rounding out your top 10 is the number 11, Colin Pierce. I'll be back in a few minutes to start the race. And we are back and getting ready to start this race. 106 laps. We will have 2 pit stops in this race. We're looking at about 40 laps of fuel, between 40 to 45 laps. That all depends if we have any cautions. Your points leader coming into this race is the number 47, Trunyan Dunn. Second in points is Sebastian. But Trunyan didn't qualify too great, but we'll see if he can work his way up through the field. Sebastian started 11th. He's second in points. And Tita Queen is third in points, and she's starting in the front row. We'll see how aggressive drivers are early. Pace car comes off the track, and here we go. Green flag is out, and week 3 is underway. The number 13 quickly pulls away. See the Queen. She is using the high line right now. As she moves into second, looking to take the lead. Stefan Forge in third, Chris Webber in fourth, Trey Smith in fifth. And there goes Stefan Forge. He goes to the inside as we have 2 cars in the pits already. It's Trunnion and Axel Raven. Let's see if we can see what happened with these two. It must have been maybe some contact or something. See if we can see anything. Here's the start of the race as I just want to see if there was any contact. And there's the contact right there. And that's why they are in the pits. But Bell is in the lead, and we're like 3 wide for like 2 rows there for a second. So Iowa is crazy right now. Bell in first, Colby Pierce in second. We might be in for a crazy one here at Iowa. As another car hits the wall. And that was Stefan Forge and Chris Lee. Let's look at the chopper cam, try to see what happened here. As Forge gets into Pierce. Man, oh man, Forge gets into Pierce. Rides up the track. Right there's the contact. Forge goes up the track, clips the 51, sends the 51 into the wall. And the 51 is just a casualty of the events that happened. Let's ride on board the 51. And slams right into him. There's nothing the 51 could have done in that scenario, unfortunately. Forge has a good qualifying. Right now, your leader, Bell, and Colby second. Trey is third. Sometimes you're just at the wrong place at the wrong time. And that's what happened with the 51. Forge seemed to get a little loose. Made contact with the 11. You know, Forge was using that middle lane there, and it can get tricky when you have someone on the outside and the inside. So we already have had a few casualties in this race, and we're only 9 laps in. But Trunya and Axel Raven, they are out the pits. So they're riding around, gonna try to get some points. And hopefully stay out of that repair free spot. But Bell Cranel, if I'm pronouncing that right, he's up 7 positions. He's definitely have shown some speed this season. Well, he is currently 16 in points, so he needs a good run today. We do not get the one to go yet. As you see, Stefan Forge is on pit road. They're gonna try to get that car out back out on the track. You can see the rear wing is a little mangled there. The front wing is a little mangled there. So they got some work to do to that car to get it back out on the track. I do not see Chris Lee yet. So Chris Lee might be done for the day. And Chris Lee was, having a pretty decent season, tied for like 9th in points. So, but this definitely hurts right here. And we get the one to go. Restarts our single file. As we get ready to restart this race. Plenty of action already in only a few laps. We at one point we were 3 wide like for 2 rows, which was insane. Because if that field wrecks, if the leaders wreck in the front, it's gonna take out a bunch of cars. But here we go, getting ready to restart this race. Pace car comes off the track, and the green flag is out, and we are underway once again. Bell, your leader. Colby in second. Trey Smith, a new driver for the Nerd Racing team. He's doing good. Third right now. Freddie Trammell in fourth. Sebastian fifth. There's Nate Ironsides. He gains us position. And Colby Pierce takes the lead away from Bell just like that. And now the number 7, Javier, is coming into the pits. He has some issues going on. Well, they're starting to drop like flies at Iowa. And there's some more contact of 56. Now Ironsides is coming on pit road. There's a lot of contact right now. I wouldn't be surprised if Freddie Trammell, because in the pits, he made a lot of contact. And here's Trey Smith to the lead. Sebastian in second. Now he dives down. And they make contact there again. That was Bell and Ironsides. Now Bell is slowing down. He is heading onto pit road. He made a ton of contact. That might throw out the caution. We will see, but they are off the track, and here comes the caution flag. Colin Pierce. Colin Pierce is off the track as well. And it looks like we had a big incident here. Let's try to figure out what happened. Whoa, what? There's cars flying all over the place. There's Zach Holdorf. Let's see if we can see what happened here. He makes contact with Justice. Justice goes up to the wall. Zach Holder slams onto the fence. The wall spins out of control, and chaos ensues. David Leathers, so many cars in that incident. Let's ride on board David Leathers, see what happened from his view. There's a contact. Oh my. There was nowhere to go for Leathers. Zach Holdorf went out for a ride. Let's go on board the 24. Sheesh. The 24 went for a ride. Look at all the cars all over the track. Now Sebastian is your leader. The 24 did stick the landing. That is for sure. A lot of drivers are heading to the medical center. Their day might be done. Hopefully they are okay after a collision like that. So many banged up cars in this race, and we're only 14 laps in. Now the crew chiefs are just gonna try to get some of these cars out on the track here. Caution, caution laps do not count, so drivers on pit road will not lose a lap until the green flag waves. So they have a little opportunity to get this car out and not lose a lap. This is definitely going to shift around the point standings. Look at Yodi Logic up 16 positions. Chris Harvey there sitting in third. And we get the one to go. The Stefan Forge gets the wave around as well as the number 7. Right now, the number 8, Ricky, he's out. The 24 is out. They're not even on pit road. Chris Lee never came back. David Leathers, he's not on pit road as well. He's there. All these cars are in the garage. And Polytruth is in the garage as well. And let's try this again. And the green flag comes out and we are underway. And Sebastian, he is your leader. There's Chris Harvey in third. Considering all that's happened, he's had a good run. Now Colby Pierce takes the lead. And this is where it gets a little tricky because these drivers are drafting off each other. They're side by side. And it's a short track, so it's easy to make contact with somebody else here. There goes Chris Webber to the lead. Sebastian with that aggressive move. Chris Harvey takes the lead for the first time today. We see a lapped car up ahead. That's Axel Raven. He is back out on the track. Now they have to get by him, though. Now Freddie Trammell, he takes the lead. He takes advantage. Andrew Green in second. Now Andrew Green is your leader. And we still have the first round of pit stops to go. Your fastest lap of the race is the number 819 Harry. And it looks like Axel Raven hits the wall again. He definitely hit the wall again. I see someone, looks like they're going on to pit road. And that is the 17 Tita Queen. She's not even going to make it onto pit road. And now the caution flag is out once again. Let's try to see what happened to Tita Queen. But I think that was, I want to say that, oh, they all got caught up there. They definitely made contact. Hits her rear wheel. Sends her into the wall. And what's that? That might be Sebastian back there. And it is Sebastian. He just rides up the track, makes contact with two cars. And unfortunately, their day is done. Let's see if he gets loose or something. He just rides up the track, makes contact, hits the wall. He lost his front wing there, the right wing there. Can't even say it right. But man, it's been crazy. Yodi Logic now in the garage. We've been pretty incident-free the first 2 weeks, but we're making up for it today. That is for sure. Not many cars left out on the track. The 26 was in the garage, but he's back out on the pits now. You can see that rear wing. It is pretty mangled. Now Sebastian's out there trying to get some repairs. That wing is missing there in the front, so they need to do some work to that car. I mean, but if you could just get that car out, regardless, there's so many wrecked cars, you still might have a decent finish and get some decent points out of it. That is if you can get your car out on the track. Now we see T the Queen. She's on pit road as well. We're only 23 laps in. Plenty of racing to go. So much more can happen. I mean, we're currently showing 12 cars on the lead lap. If these cars on pit road can get out before the green flag. If not, we're only going to have like 6 cars on the lead lap. We should get the one to go this time around. There's Nate Ironsides. He makes it back out on the track. So the teams are doing anything they can to get these cars back out there. Just got to give yourself a chance. If you get out there, who knows? At this rate, who knows if these leaders are going to make it to the end. We are getting word that Zach Holdorf is okay after going airborne into the fence. That was a scary wreck to start the race. And the pace car back on pit road. Green flag is out and we are underway. Colby Pierce, your leader, but for how long? Now we see the 26. He is coming out of pit road. He's right there with the pace car. You might get ahead of your leaders here. It might cause some problems. Is there your leaders? Now Colby Pierce got caught behind Andrew Green. Now Sebastian out on the track. He is also getting out ahead of the leaders. But Chris Harvey leading the way. Chris Weber in second. He goes to the inside. He might make the pass here. These drivers have yet to pit. Now the 13, Chris, in the lead. You see 2 Desperado racing cars, second and third. Colby Pierce in the high side. Your top five: Chris first, Colby second, Weber third, Harvey fourth. Rocco Stallone having his best race this season so far. Chris Weber, your leader. Here comes Rocco Stallone. Takes the lead for the first time today. And here comes Colin Pierce. And this might be a scheduled stop. We will see. Colin Pierce, he's your leader. Rocco Stallone in second. Colin Pierce having a good run. And now the 42 comes out. So this is a scheduled stop for the 42. We are getting close for drivers to come in and fuel about another 10 laps or so. Colin Pierce leads the way. We only have 6 cars on the lead lap. There'll be 7 once we cycle with these pit stops. In the lead, Rocco Stallone second, Colin Pierce third, Chris Weber. All these drivers looking to get their first win of the season. As they just get by Axel Raven. How much longer will these drivers stay out? The 42, Colby Pierce, he decided to short pit. So how will this pit strategy work out for the 42? If we stay green, he's gonna be on a different cycle than everyone else. Even if you are a few laps down, you will still get some more points as long as you don't finish in the bottom 3. And here comes Chris Weber. This is all scheduled pit stops here. It's going to be a race off of pit road. Will Colby Pierce be your leader by the end of this cycle? As he's going around turn 4. And here comes Chris Weber coming out of pit road. And he gets ahead of the 42. But for how long? Because the 42 was flying and has a ton of momentum. But this is the longest green flag run we have had today. Let me not say that too loud. Let's run down your top 10. Colin Pierce, he has not pit. He's the only driver that has not come into the pits, but he did pit in lap 14, but he is your leader. In second is Chris Webber. In third, Colin Pierce. In fourth, Rocco Stallone. Fifth, Chris CJQ. In sixth, the number 19, Harry. In seventh is Chris Harvey. Eighth is Andrew Green. After being in a wreck, here he is in the top 10, 2 laps down. In ninth, Freddie Trammell. And rounding out your top 10 is Sebastian. And he is like 4 laps down. But Colin Pierce is your leader. And we have some cars on the apron there. Not sure what's going on with these two. It's possible they made contact as they are heading onto pit road. As we're 3 wide, about to go around turn 3. And that was the 13 of Chris and the 19. So they definitely made some contact at some point. Right now, there's only 1 car on the lead lap, and that's the number 11 of Colin Pierce. But that is because he has not come in onto pit road. But if the caution were to come out, he would be the only car on the lead lap. So those drivers behind him do not want to see the caution flag come out. But the number 11 has to be close and coming in for a pit stop. Probably around lap, another next 5 or 10 laps, he's coming in. In second, Colby Pierce. Rocco Stallone having a great run today, currently in second. There's Chris Webber. He almost made contact with the 26. And here comes Colin Pierce onto pit road, a scheduled stop for the 11. Now, can he come out ahead of Rocco Stallone? Colin Pierce comes out of pit road, way ahead of Rocco. He's gonna still be your leader. Great stop for the number 11. Andrew Green on pit road. We have 5 cars on the lead lap, but Colin has a 3-second lead on the second place car of Rocco. Rocco took advantage of all these wrecks and incidents, stayed clean. And here he is in second. That's sometimes what you got to do. Avoid these wrecks. Just stay out the way. And you might catch a break. But he is up 19 positions. That's right on board the 43. Colin Pierce still in the lead as the number 7 goes onto pit road for a scheduled pit stop. If Colin Pierce can pull this off, this will be a big win for his team. The Sloth Racing has done well in the Lotus Series. They have already one win under their belt. Can they make it two? He has about a 4-second lead. In second is Chris Webber. In third, Colby Pierce. Fourth, Rocco Stallone. And fifth, Chris Harvey. There's a lot of traffic ahead of the number 9, the 43. They have to try to get by this traffic. They don't want to fall too far behind from the leaders. They're about 4 seconds back. And that looked like Nate Ironsides. He hit that wall very hard. And the caution comes out. And that is because of Nate Ironsides. He hit that wall so hard and could not make it back around onto pit road. So this will gather up the field. Rocco Stallone made contact with Ironsides, and now he is on pit road. We currently have four cars on the lead lap. We have about 37 laps to go. Now Rocco Stallone is out, so he might not lose a lap here. Let's see what the scoreboard registers, and he does not lose a lap. So he has a chance to win this race still. So whatever damage he suffered wasn't that severe. They were able to quickly repair it and put him back out on the track. Regardless of his finish though, great run. He's gonna probably get a top 5 unless there's an incident here. Well, now it's showing he's a lap down, so we'll see how this shakes out before the start. There are no lucky dogs here, only wave rounds. But this race is going to shift the standings. Up next, we have the Next Gen Series. They are at Texas. And that will close out week 3. We'll be on a bye week next week, but we still have some ARCA figure 8 ARCA racing. That should be fun. But we got the chaos a little early in today's race instead of during the figure 8 race. Let's see if we get the one to go this time around. As Nate Ironsides, he's currently registered as showing him as 8th. Currently 8th on in the standings, 4 laps down. Your drivers that are still in the garage is the number 8, Ricky, the number 24, Zach Holdorf, the number 51, Chris Lee, the number 111, David Leathers, and the number 274, Polly Truth. It hasn't been Polly's season, the start he wanted. Hopefully he could turn it around in week 4. We should get the one to go this time. And we do. And we only have 4 drivers on the lead lap. But none of these 4 have won this season. Who can get onto victory lane? Will it be Colin Pierce or Chris Webber or Colby Pierce or Chris Harvey? Pace car back off of the track. And the green flag waves and we're underway. And we still have we still gotta get some pit stops, second round of pit stops. Probably around lap 90 or so. So that's gonna come into play too. And Chris Webber all over the number 11. Dives to the inside. Takes the lead right back. Colby Pierce, your leader. Chris Webber second. And the caution is out once again. We'll see what we could see with the 17. I know the 56 was involved. He tried to split two cars. And there's the contact. And Freddie Trammell went for a ride. And he was trying to draft off the 26 and just lost it. And he definitely went for a ride. The rear wing of that car is gone. He got right on the bumper. He just lost it. It looked like the 26 slowed down. And it just was chaos from there. Let's put it on slow-mo here. Yeah, the 26 definitely slows down. The Trunnion slows down as well. The 46 gets behind him. Axel Ravens there, get some of it. And then the 56 is just holding on. And he has no choice but to go for the ride at that point. Just flipping end over end. Continues flipping. What a ride for the 56. He's going to feel that one tomorrow. That is for sure. Kobe Pierce in the lead. Chris Webber second. Colin Pierce third. And Chris Harvey fourth. Those are your drivers that have a chance to win this race. Now, if they wreck out, then it's open. That's going to open the door for those other drivers behind them. It's been a wild one at Iowa. Short tracks are crazy, especially in the Lotus series. There's not much space here, so any little mistake, you're going to make contact with someone. You're either going to put them in the wall or you're going to be heading into the pits. It doesn't take a lot for these cars to head to the pits. But your top 10 right now is Kobe Pierce first, Chris Webber second, Colin Pierce third, Chris Harvey fourth, Rocco Stallone fifth, Sebastian sixth, Bell seventh, Javier eighth, Trey ninth, and Nate Ironsides rounds out your top 10. So considering the day some of these drivers have had, they're still doing pretty well. If you finish out of here in the top 15, you definitely had a good day. As we get ready to restart this race, we are underway with about 32 laps to go. Pierce just needs to hold on. But some of these drivers still have to pit. So that's going to be very interesting here. Chris Webber and Chris Harvey both pitted on lap 41. And here comes Kobe Pierce. This is definitely a scheduled stop for the 42. He can make it to the end now. Now, when will the other three come in? That might decide the race. And here comes Kobe Pierce. Heads back out onto the track. He's been short pitting all race. Now Colin Pierce back to the lead. He's going to have to, he tries to block Chris Harvey. Not trying to let him get by. Now Chris Harvey in the lead. Colin Pierce was the last one to pit out of these four, so he will be the last one. He's going to have to pit one more time. Now Chris Webber, your leader. Who can have the best pit stop? That most likely will make your winner. Kobe Pierce had a 35-second stop. And the caution is out. And it is chaos once again on the front stretch here. A lot of parked cars there. It looks like that was an old 26. It's T the Queen. Not her day today. Makes contact with the 20, just rides up the track. Just nowhere to go. You saw the 26, he runs right into the number 20, Trey Smith. Couldn't slow down fast enough. Right into the number 20. Colin Pierce, he is your leader. We have 27 laps to go. Your top 10 currently is Colin Pierce first, Chris Webber second, Chris Harvey third, Rocco Stallone fourth, Kobe Pierce fifth, Javier sixth, Trey Smith seventh, Nate eighth, Chris ninth, Stefan Forge rounds out your top 10. I'm sure some of these drivers do not want to see this track ever again. Well, Trey's currently 7th, but he's on pit road, so he needs to get that car out before that green flag drops. Because Kobe short pitted, and the caution count came out. He lost a lap, and he's going to stay a lap down. So there goes his chance to win this race. Unless the top three. If the top three wreck, then that opens the door for those cars that are a lap down. We should get the one to go next time by. Trey Smith, he makes it out of pit road. We had a nice green flag run there for a while. Hopefully we get it one more time to finish this race. And we get the one to go. Can Colin Pierce win this race? He has a fast car. He had that big lead for a second there when we had that long green flag run. It was like 3-4 second lead. So he has a fast car. These cautions have not helped him. He's going to have to hold off Weber and Chris Harvey here with 27 to go. Make that 26 when that green flag drops. And we are underway. Can Colin Pierce seal the deal? He's going to have to hold off Weber, and it's not going to be easy. Now Weber comes onto pit road. That is definitely a scheduled stop. And Chris Harvey as well. This could be the race right here. Colin Pierce is going to be the last one to pit. But if we get a caution, that is going to hurt Chris Weber and Chris Harvey. And here comes Chris Weber and Harvey back out on the track. Now it's a matter of when does Colin Pierce head onto pit road. Maybe he could do a splash and go. He pitted on lap 56. So he's going to have to come in around lap 96 or so. Now he has to deal with some traffic here. He's going to have a great pit stop here in order to win this race. If a caution comes out, he'll be the only car out in the lead lap. And he would win this race. Colin is ahead of that traffic now. Now he just has to stay consistent here, not make a mistake. That could cost him the win. Right now, Chris Harvey in second as Weber got caught behind some lap traffic. And he is still caught behind. He has to move. He has to get out of the way. These cars are not getting out the way. So he is just stuck behind Justice. And he has lost a ton of ground to the number 9. So now it might just come down to the number 9 and the 11. It's also showing Rocco Stallone a lap down, but he's currently shown in third and Kobe Pierce in second. We'll see what happens once Colin comes onto pit road and recycle. Now Colin has to deal with a ton of traffic. And he's 3 wide. He doesn't want to make a mistake here. This is so dangerous for the number 11. And he has to come onto pit road soon. He does not want to get caught on the outside. He's going to have to get through this traffic somehow, some way. But Trunnion is holding him up. He is losing so much time here. He has to try to get by. He has cars all around him. He needs to bounce it to the outside, but he also has to pit. If he gets caught on the outside, he's going to run out of fuel. And finally, Trunnion goes to the inside. Colin Pierce is going to make this pass, finally. When does the number 11 come in? Or can he stretch it to the end? It's going to be close. 11 laps to go. As he gets very loose there, almost made contact. That was almost a disaster. He gets onto pit road. Now he has to be in and out of pit road. No mistakes here. Chris Harvey back on pit road. Chris Harvey has some type of issue. The number 11 has to come out. In and out. Splash and go. And here he comes. Chris Webber's going around turn 4. There's Rocco Stallone. So right now it's showing the 42. He is your leader. And the 42 is going to make it to the end. So he got his lap back and is in the lead. There's 4 cars on the lead lap. As we have 6 laps to go. Colin currently in third. When he got held up in that traffic, that really messed up his race. He lost so much time. And he had to come into pit and let these cars behind him take the lead. Rocco is currently in second. Colby Pierce, your leader. Just cannot make no mistakes here. 3 laps to go. He does not want to see a caution come out. Rocco Stallone is about 2 seconds back. Now Rocco Stallone heading onto pit road. As the white flag waves, last lap at Iowa. Colby Pierce still in control. And as long as he has enough fuel, he's going to win this race. Colby Pierce wins at Iowa. As Javier Vasquez, he wrecked on the front stretch there. So Colby Pierce wins a chaotic race and wins at Iowa. Chris Webber finishes second. Colin Pierce third. Rocco Stallone fourth. Chris Harvey fifth. Sebastian sixth. It's currently showing Javier seventh, but we'll see with the official standings. Trey Smith, not a bad day for the rookie. Finished eighth. T the Queen, ninth. And Chris rounds out your top 10. It's been a wild one here at Iowa. We were clean the first 2 weeks. It was a matter of time when something like this was going to happen. But it was a fun one, a wild one, but a fun one. Up next is Next Gen in about 10 to 15 minutes. Like always, thank you for supporting the stream and the league. I'll see you guys next time.